You say Money Marv is the one that actually gave the name Gramercy Street Hustler.
Yeah.
That you guys were Gramercy Gangsters, the football team.
Yep.
What were you around for that transition? Yeah. So take me through the name going from Gramercy Gangster as a football team to Gramercy Street Hustlers.
I don't even know why. Like I've spoke to Marvin, asked him like whatever gave you the inspiration for the name, and we don't know. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a. I don't know why he chose that name, but anyway, we was GGS, and GGS when Marv went to that, because Marv is a year older than me, so I went to Mount Vernon in 1980. That and 79 when they went. They start running into the GGCs. So it was a thing called GGS and it was a thing called GGC. And so the GGS was too much like GGC. You see what I'm saying? And so it's hard to like give you a chronological. It's not hard to give you a chronology, but to say why and when, I know from 1980, 81, 82 was GGS, and 82 to 83 was WCG. I remember that specifically because I got kicked out of Mount Vernon in the 7th grade. You know what I'm saying? So, and that was 1980, and we was playing football, and we played football with the Raymond Midgets, and then we connected. That was 82 when we joined forces. Raymond Midget, GGS.
Okay. So when you say GGC, just for the people that don't know,
talking
about gears. Yeah. Okay. I want to know a little more about two guys you mentioned that are resting in peace. That's Cool Boy and Rocky.
Mm-hmm.
Clinton Mejia is Cool Boy, mm-hmm. and Roland Miller is Rocky. You knew both of these guys before I knew them.
Yes, sir.
So you got to experience a little bit of childhood with these guys.
Yes, sir.
Can you just briefly talk about these two gentlemen?
I'm going to tell you something about Rocky that don't nobody else tell you about Rocky. Rocky was a hell of an athlete, man. Rocky is a dude who could have went to the pros in baseball for pitching the ball, or could have went to the pros from just playing football. He could have been a hell of a DB, you know what I mean? And these are some of the talented, dudes that I ever got on the field with, you know what I mean? Cool Boy was younger than me. So Cool Boy might be about 2 years old, younger than me, you know what I mean? But at that time, if I'm 12, he's 10, you see what I'm saying? So Cool Boy was just a good spirit, man. You know what I mean? He was a good dude, Belizean dude. You know what I'm saying? I remember his sister. I mean, we used to go over there and stuff, right? But because Cool Boy was a few years younger than me, we didn't hang, okay? But Cool Boy and Rocky, man, like, what I could say about them brothers, man, rest in peace, is those was my friends. Those were my friends growing up before all the dumb shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'll say.
Yeah, I did martial arts with Rocky for many years, and really learned how to get my squabble up.
Yeah.
Fighting with Rocky.
Yeah. Rocky wasn't no joke. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate because, like I said, I gravitated towards the blue side. Rocky gravitated towards the red side, and it was a natural thing because he's naturally from down there, right? Raymond Midgets was not a gang. It was a football team, you know what I'm saying? As he got older and, wanted to hit the streets, he wanted to be in with that. I don't have no problem with that. It never caused a rift with us, except for I was someplace and Rocky and I don't know if it was Cool Boy, it might have been Trey K. They pulled up at a party, and I was at a party with and I was, check this out. I used to rap back in the days. I was at a party with my DJ, and I'm rapping at the party. And Rocky and Trey K come to the party, and the party's in schoolyard hood. And when the schoolyards came and, they hit them up and they left and all that, when I seen them later, they want to ask me, was I with the schoolyards? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know damn well I wasn't with the schoolyards because I was there when you got there. You know what I'm saying? They came in after y'all. So, you know, it was just like, you know, little stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, started occurring, right? And he had sufficient reason for asking me that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, in 83, I start gangbanging. You know what I'm saying? I start claiming Gear Gang Crip. I got put on Gear Gang Crip in 1983, right?
While living over here on Manhattan, on St. Andrews?
No, I didn't live over here. I lived over there.
Okay.
Yeah, see, when I came back from Texas in 1983, I got kicked out of Inglewood for taking a gun to school. Yeah, I got kicked out of Mount Vernon, you know what I'm saying, went to Inglewood. I got kicked out of Inglewood for taking a gun. I went to Texas for a year. When I came back from Texas is when the GSH just started. Okay? But I didn't move over here. I lived with my father, who lived on West Haven, right? And so I started kicking it with them. You know what I mean? And for me, it wasn't a conflict because Gramercy wasn't a gang. You understand what I'm saying? It was a football team, right? And I had a lot of issues. I might get in your, you know, interview later, you know, things that happened growing up with some of these dudes over here. But you know, when I started gangbanging, you know, that, like I told, you know, I'm from Gramercy Street Hustlers when I got put on gear, right? So they knew about Gramercy Street Hustlers, but a few times I think somebody saw me over here and went back and told somebody over there, and so they got the notion that, oh, he over there kicking it with them, so it created a conflict for me over there, you know what I'm saying? But for me, just being who I am, I'm gonna go where the fuck I wanna go, you know what I'm saying? And so I never stopped coming over here like I lived over here. You know what I'm saying? My girlfriend lived over here, right? So I never stopped coming over here, right? And that's just my own personal story, right? That don't have nothing to do with nobody else, right? But I had a friend named Donald Brim, you know what I'm saying? And you know, Donald Brim was my sandbox friend, you know what I'm saying, from 4th grade, right? Donald Brim never gangbanged. He never claimed a blood set or a Crip set.
But his family is a big Grave Street Crip family.
That's right, the Brims, the whole family, right? But Donald Brim himself grew up on 24th, and you know, we used to shoot BB guns, man, and you know, raise pigeons and you know, do our thing. But Donald Brim, you know, he bubbled. He came up on a little money, right? And so, you know, them dudes had an issue with Donald Brim over there. You know what I'm saying? He had a 5.0 that was purple, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, they had issues with him, and then they robbed one of his spots and somebody ended up getting murdered, and you know what I'm saying?
T-Loke, a guy named Tony got killed.
Yeah, you know, so when I came home and I started hanging out with Donald, you know, Rocky and Trey K is tripping on Donald. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I didn't know nothing about it. I'm coming home from prison, but man, I got into a shootout with them dudes just because I was with Donald. You know what I mean? And you know, you can't really avoid certain things.
So to a certain extent, they thought you as a Crip sympathizer.
Of course.
Yeah.